Hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel Simply Sanchari. Hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to review a new foundation from Lakme's Higher Matte range. There is a story behind getting this foundation which I'll tell you very soon, and I'll see if I can do a better. If I can, I will surely insert it at the end of the video or in between. And now without any more further delay, let's just jump straight into the video. So here is the Lakme Higher Matte foundation, which contains their hyaluronic acid, and also it has SPF of 40, and you get 20 shades for the price of rupees 8.99 each with 25 ml of quantity. The shade name you will find it on the bottom of the packaging. It doesn't come with any outer packaging. It just came in this kind of plastic wrapper like this, which is tacky according to me. I wish they had given an outer packaging because the entire glass frosted packaging is very luxurious, and it comes in this kind of textured cap which is really good with a pump, you guys. And here is the pump. This is the first impression I'm going to do today, so let's see how this foundation wears on my skin, because in the past whatever foundation I've tried from Lakme, it did not work on me and I had very bad experience. So you know the drill, you guys. Whenever I review a foundation, I try to apply one side with a sponge, other side with a brush, to see how good the coverage is, what kind of finish do we get. And they do say that it is a full coverage foundation that is waterproof, and also it gives you 5 times hydration with 3 times mattified skin. That is what I have read in the Nykaa app. So yeah, by the way, the shade I picked up for myself is 320W Warm Caramel, and I am going to tell you the story very soon, what I had to face while getting this foundation. So it, I think, requires a couple of pumps to actually bring the product, because a lot of air is trapped inside. I hope the pump is working for me. Yeah, it is. So the texture is very good. It is kind of semi-liquidy, and this is the shade W320 Warm Caramel, which has warmth but still a lot of olive tone in it, and you can see I have a warm olive skin tone. I hope this matches me, you guys. So yeah, let's try it. And before I start with the application process, let me just tell you, I used 2 different primers on each side of my face. On the right side, I used my La Mer Oh My BB primer, which is a very good moisturizing primer, and the left side of my face, I used my NYX Plump Right Back primer, which is a very good hydrating primer. So now let's get into the application process. That was very harsh. Okay, let me tell you that I have color corrected around my mouth area just on the left hand side to see how well it covers and how it looks once I do my color correction prior, and on the right side I will do it after. So on the right side I am going to use my sponge. Let me just dot out the foundation before I start applying it. So I'm taking very minimal just to see how much it covers with a light coverage. Oh, the shade actually looks good on me because of its olive undertone. Wow, it does match my neck pretty well. Now the story behind this foundation is actually I picked up a shade darker than this, which is neutral chestnut. Once I got it, I saw it is very orange, and once it oxidized, it got more deeper and orange. So I thought this is not going to work for me in any ways. I have a lot of foundation in my collection that is very orange, and once I complete my entire face makeup, it looks like an orange ball, like as if I have a very bad sunburn. So it looks like that, so I had to exchange for a lighter shade. Now this shade Warm Caramel was not available anywhere. Tira just had 4 to 5 shades. I don't know why even they launched it. Nykaa did not had the shade. It was out of stock on the launch day itself. So finally after 2 days I saw Myntra having this shade. I quickly ordered it, and that is the reason it took me so long to review this foundation to you guys. Alright you guys, so this side with sponge, this side with brush, and where I've used a sponge, it nicely evened out my skin. It has a pretty good medium coverage, I can say, but you can totally build up to a full coverage. Just look at the side where I've used a brush. It nicely covered everything. Like my darkness, my blemishes, everything is covered under this foundation. So you can totally build up from a medium to an extremely full coverage. But if you want to use it for your everyday wear, you can totally do so with a light dots here and there to give you much wearable light coverage. Now let me tell you, when I see in the camera it's looking very yellow and greenish, but when I see in the mirror it's not that bad. So yeah, and the finish is actually matte, but because I have used some hydrating and some water based and moisturizing primer on each side of my face, so it is giving me a much radiant look, which I am totally loving. Also, let me tell you, it has evened out my pores, which none of the primer had any properties of pore blurring or pore filling, but this has evened out my pore, and my skin is also looking just like my skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It is feeling very hydrated at the moment. And out of those 3 pumps, still this much amount is left on the back of my hand. So just because I like a very light to medium coverage, I don't need so much amount. But if you are a full coverage girl, then totally you can alter as per your needs. So let me complete the rest of my face makeup, and I shall be right back to tell you more about this foundation. So guys, I'm back after full face of makeup. This is how my skin looks with Lakme Higher Matte Foundation. Let me tell you, the time I finished applying the foundation was around 11:15 in the morning, and currently it's 12 p.m. So I'll start my wear test past 11:15 because that is the actual time when I finished applying the foundation completely. And now, before I start telling you more about this foundation, let me just tell you what all products I used today to complete my entire base makeup. So as you have seen, I did color correction prior using the foundation on the left hand side, and after I completed the foundation on the right side, I felt the color correction was not needed because the unevenness, the discoloration was nicely covered with the foundation itself. But because I did color correction, so I had to do it on the right side as well. And let me tell you, my base makeup was intact, the foundation was intact, there was no lifting of my foundation whatsoever. And just because the foundation is lot warm olive tone, so I wanted to add some brightening effect on the center of my face. For that, I used my Huda Beauty 4 Filter Concealer in the shade Toasted Almond, a very beautiful golden undertone concealer. And I had to lightly set my face because the foundation was feeling little bit, not much, little bit tacky. And when I did a transfer proof test, it does transfer to an extent. So you need to set this foundation because this is not a self-setting foundation on me, at least. I think it is suitable for all skin types, you guys. That is what I have come to a conclusion. And for my lipstick today, I used my Milani Fetish Matte lipstick in the shade Passion, one of my favorite lipstick for brown skin. I went with little bit of contour and bronzing and more of a blush because I wanted to give this foundation a fair chance. Now coming to the foundation, as I had told you, the foundation nicely evened out my skin. It evened out the discoloration, hide all the blemishes wherever I had got any, and also it did even and blur out my pores to an extent just because I did not use any pore blurring primer, because the NYX one and the La Mer one doesn't do anything with filling your pores or blurring your pores. It just adds a good hydration. But this foundation does a pretty good job to even out your skin, and also it feels very much comfortable. It feels absolutely lightweight. I absolutely enjoyed the texture and the consistency of this new foundation because it happened with me in the past that I did not enjoy the foundation. Also, I love the fact that it comes with a pump, because earlier foundation did come with that spatula thing which was too messy, but this is not messy at all, and the packaging is of really good quality. I'll click some picture and share it over here how actually it looks in the flashlight and in natural light. Well, I did get the foundation down to my neck because it was looking little too off, so I wanted to match my neck and my face. This foundation is a good match for NC42 skin. If you're NC42, then you can totally get this foundation, but you will have to keep in mind that this foundation has a tendency to oxidize one shade deeper, and after 3 hours I have seen the foundation getting much deeper once it's set. So after 3 hours you can say that it oxidizes to 1.5 to 2 shades deeper. So I had already swatched the foundation on the back of my hand. You can see it's completely meshed into my skin. You cannot even see the difference between my hand color or and the foundation. It is just that you can see a halka sa green tinge going on. So I will do a fresh swatch to see how much it has oxidized. So I'll swatch it besides the one I have already. So this is the fresh swatch, this is the old swatch. You can see the difference for yourself how bad it oxidizes. So you can pick your shade wisely. And just because they have 20 shades, I had a lot of confusion, you guys, picking a shade for me, which I've already disclosed while applying the foundation. I wish Lakme gives a breakup what this shade is all about. Like this W320 is for tan skin with warm olive undertone, so they should mention it like that, so it becomes easier that way. And whatever product I went on top of this foundation, everything just went on smoothly, you guys. I did not had any issues of my foundation peeling or my foundation lifting or looking patchy by any means. I like the finish and the coverage both with the sponge as well as with the brush. The sponge gave me a very natural light to medium coverage, and the brush gave me medium to full coverage, so it all depends upon your preference. The sponge also did not soak up a lot of product, so it is a good thing. And once I set my entire face, it doesn't feel tacky or sticky by any means, and it feels like weightless on my skin. It is a matte foundation, but on my dry skin type, it doesn't accentuate or emphasize any of my texture. You can still see some bit of radiance peeking through, which is another great thing about this foundation. Now is the time that I'll do a wear test about it, how well it lasts on my skin, because you know I have a dry and matured skin type, so very few foundation formulation works on me. And let's see how far I can go with this wear test. I am planning to do this wear test for approximate 4 to 5 hours to give this foundation a fair chance. So I'll see you back soon. Alright you guys, I'm back after 5 hours of wear test. The current time is 4:35 as you all can see. So I've given a good 5 hours of wear time to try out the Lakme High Matte Foundation, and this is how my skin looks after 5 hours. Let me tell you, on the camera as well as when I see in the mirror, my face looks extremely yellow. Definitely I will have to neutralize the shade whenever I use it the next time with a blue pigment. That is how I can, tone down the shade a little bit. It's too warm for my liking. I do not like too yellow going on. And yeah, you can see the difference. My face and my neck is totally different. Alright, so as you all can see, the foundation has bit started to get oily on this part of my face and on the T-zone area, which is very minimal if I say, because I have tried other foundation which is equally matte and it got very oily on me. This after 5 hours it is still better, you guys, that I can say it. And it has started to crease on me. It has started to settle in fine lines wherever I have got. So I have got some fine lines over here, and around my nose it started to gather, and over here the foundation rubbed off a little bit, so as on my chin area, because I was doing some lipstick swatch video, and that is the reason the foundation rubbed off from that area. You can see some lipstick mark as I was having my lunch. The lipstick was here and there, so I did not touch up my face in any ways. I just wanted to give you a raw footage how actually everything looks like after 5 hours. I can still say that it is feeling absolutely lightweight. This oiliness, I can blot it, powder my face to make it look fresh again, so it is not a big deal. On oily skin type, it will be little too oily after 5 hours. You can see the amount of oil I'm releasing. Your skin is definitely going to ooze out the natural oil, and it is going to make you look this glowing and radiant, which I totally love on my dry skin. And even on my matured skin type, I absolutely love the feel of this foundation, you guys. I had no issues whatsoever. It is just the shade that it is looking very off at the moment after 5 hours. Like when I initially applied it, it was looking way better, but now it's looking very yellow. So you can see that I'm sweating profusely while I was running some errands, I was sweating profusely as well, but the foundation didn't turn cloudy, let me tell you that first. And it's holding up pretty well on my dry, matured and sweaty skin type. So definitely this foundation gets a total thumbs up from my end. I would love to recommend it to all of you, and if you're willing to pick up this foundation but not at a full price, then please wait for a good discount. Alright, you guys, that's a wrap for today. Hope you found the content helpful and informative. If you did, you might like the other video of mine. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You can also follow me on my social handles, whose link I have mentioned it in the description box. Please come and say hi, and I will see you soon with my next one. Till then, bye bye. Take care.